What's up, guys? It's your boy Jalen here on another episode of Elevated Minds. Today's episode is going to be Life's Not As Bad As You Think. Change your lens. Alright? So, now this episode is going to really be about learning to change the way that you think to change the way that you see things. Because a lot of times we think things are a lot worse than what they are, but it's because of the way that we're walking. It's what our energy is in. What type of vibration are you walking in? Are you walking in fear? Are you walking in love? Are you walking in hate? Are you walking in jealousy? Like, what are you walking in? You know, there's a vibration and a frequency for every type of emotion or every single thing that we're projecting out. We're walking in a certain frequency. And so when I say change your lens, I really mean your vibration, excuse me, and the way that you think is going to go by the way of your vibration. For instance, if you're vibrating in love, you're going to be slow to anger. You're going to be, and I'm not saying you won't get angry, but you're going to be slow to anger. You're going to be a lot more mindful of the things that you say to people and the way that you treat people. You're not going to react, you're not going to act so quickly. You're going to think about it a little bit before you do something, because it's important to move in a certain way when you're moving in love. And so we have to understand that when you're moving in, these different frequencies, and you're seeing through that lens, it is all dictated to where you're at on that frequency. And so a lot of times what it is you might see people, it could be your boss, it could be family members, it could be close friends or distant friends, enemies. These people act certain ways and they react to you in a certain way when you do things, and you have to understand, because of what frequency they are on and how they are seeing life, you can definitely see how a lot of people think about themselves or how they feel inside by how they act towards others, or how they act towards you, or they act towards their attitude towards life. So that's something that you really need to understand, is being able to read people and being able to see what others are doing. But that's a whole nother thing. The main thing is changing your lens. What you're going to notice is you're going to see things in a whole different light when you start to raise your vibration. When you're raising your vibration, moving out of love, you're letting go of toxic traits, you're letting go of toxic people, you're just releasing a lot of this stuff that you don't need to be holding on to. You're going to notice your energy start going up, your vibrations. When people say that they just look like they're glowing, they have like this glow about them. That's what it is. When you are able to change your lens and you're able to let go of toxicity and take responsibility for your actions and being accountable for yourself, it's a totally different type of vibe, totally different frequency. And so you're seeing things through a whole different light. You're not seeing it when you can take responsibility and accountability for yourself. You're not going to be in the victim mentality. Victim mentality is very low vibrational. So that's going to be, you get envious of people, you get jealous of people, oh, woe is me, life is just out to get me, the government's out to get me, my friends are out to get me, my enemies are out to get me. It's just victim mentality, and it's a very low state of mind. So when you're seeing through that lens, expect just more negativity to come towards you. But once you start to let go of these patterns and these negative self-beliefs and things like that, you're going to notice that your energy is going to start to rise. You're going to notice that you're not going to give in to anger as much so easily. You're going to not react to certain things. You're not going to really just be around just anybody that wants to be negative just for the sake of being negative. The things that people used to bring to you and it would be such a huge, terrible thing, it's not going to be like that once you start to raise that vibration and you go higher in your frequency, moving out of love. You know what I'm saying? But it's not something that's easy to just get there, but it takes hard work, because you got to let go of some things in order to see through an enlightened lens, seeing through these new eyes. I almost call this being born again. That's what I feel being born again is, when you are at that point to where you realize, you know, all this negative stuff, all this evil in the world, all these negative patterns that I have, they're not serving me. Why do I let them run my life, and why do I let myself see the world in this way? I need to learn how to change my lens. And once you really want to learn how to change your lens, and you've raised your frequency and you let go of this negative, you know, all this negativity and things like that, low vibrational thoughts, low vibrational actions, low vibrational people, low vibrational work environments, or environments in general. Sometimes it's your home. When you take that responsibility and you figure out how to fix all of your issues without questions asked, no matter how hard it's going to be, you're going to start to see a huge change. Sorry, a little warm here. My AC broke, so. But yeah, it's just really important when it comes to changing your lens. You really need to understand that it's up to you to change it. You know, no one else is going to do this work for you. You got to do some shadow work. You got to look within. You got to, you know, get in that nitty gritty, heal that inner child. You have to do these things in order to see through this new lens. You know, have you ever seen people that just seems like they just always attract negative things, terrible things into their lives, no matter what? It's just hopeless. You know, they just can't seem to get you know, a good day for their life if they're dependent on it, you know. And a lot of times people tell themselves stories like, oh, I've just always been unlucky, I've always just had such terrible, you know, this and that, this has always happened to me. Okay, but it's going to continue to happen because you are keeping that state of mind. You're seeing through that lens. You're telling yourself this story that doesn't even serve you anymore. You know what I'm saying? So what we have to realize is, when we take that step to change your lens, you guys are going to see things in a whole new light. I really believe that this is really what being born again is, like, for real. You know, you're in a whole different headspace. It feels like you evolved spiritually almost. It's like a growth. You could feel it. It's like the things that you used to, you know, that used to trouble you or stumble you and stuff like that, it doesn't really stumble you anymore. The people that used to really get under your skin, they don't get under your skin like that no more. You don't let these situations control you. You don't let your emotions control you. You learn how to, you know, get the stuff intact. Now, I'm not saying it's easy. You know, we're human at the end of the day. We're not perfect, and we're always gonna have these, you know, these humanly issues. But when you start to become more enlightened and you start to get into your spiritual journey, and you know, you really just learn about yourself, and you're letting go of these things, and you're seeing things differently, you're gonna just notice how you view your entire world is entirely different. The way that when you walk outside in the beginning of the day, it seems different than when it was, you know, 6 months ago, when you weren't, you know, on that journey, when you weren't, you know, almost like awakened. When you see them through that higher vibration frequency lens, it's entirely different. So I encourage y'all, if you ever have any issues in life, or if you just want to be a better person and get the most out of life and really have joy every moment you wake up in the morning. I'm not saying every day is going to be perfect. I ain't saying it's going to be rainbows or nothing, but life is just a little bit better, a little bit more fulfilling when you're vibrating at the high level. You're living your purpose. You're doing what you're supposed to do in life, and you just enjoy the people in the environment that you're in, you're around, your surroundings. You know, it's just a really good feeling. It's a different type of vibrational energy. So I encourage y'all to try it out. You know, 30 days, try letting go of toxic things, changing up some of these habits, and just start to see how you feel energetically, spiritually, these types of things in the next couple months, or I'll say just the first 30 days, and see if, you know, different things start to happen and you start to see things different. It does take a lot of work, but you know, it's worth it. It's worth it, because in the end, you're going to be a more enlightened you. You're just getting more and more to your higher self, and you know, the intuition and that self-love is just really going to take you far. And then gratitude, never forget gratitude. That's like the most important thing that you can do for yourself and for the people around you. So I hope I provided y'all some value today. change your lens. That's the episode today. If you haven't already, like the video, subscribe, follow me on all my socials. That's gonna be down below. Hope to see you guys again soon. I got another video coming your way in a little bit. So be good, guys. Stay safe. Stay elevated.